At a time when as high as 50% of perishable produce in West Africa suffer massive after-harvest loss, which also results in devaluation of drug potency, Organization for Technology Advancement of Cold Chain in West Africa, OTACCWA, holds the first West Africa Cold Chain Summit and Exhibition, WACCSE, with theme Harnessing Cold Chain Technologies for Post-Harvest Loss Reduction, Effective Healthcare Delivery, and Economic Growth in West Africa. West Africa Cold Chain Summit Exhibition was organized to increase nutritional value, availability, and affordability of vegetables and other perishable foods. OTACCWA President Dr. Augustine Okuruwa highlights inadequate funding, lack of storage capacity, among others. He also hammers on the importance of constant electricity and good infrastructure in a cold chain.
It's a missing link in the strategic development of Nigeria as far as agricultural and food security is concerned, nutrition security is concerned as well. So it's key to integrate it in the planning for national development.
Mr. Tunde Okoya, Chairman Organizing Committee of the first West Africa Cold Chain Summit and Exhibition, WACCSE, in his remarks stated that when cold chain works, it creates more economic wealth.
Ladies and gentlemen, when cold chain works and works effectively, it creates more economic wealth through distribution of life-saving vaccines for an efficient healthcare delivery system, reduction in post-harvest losses that allow farmers to move from subsistence level to commercial farming. The overall impact, when all is said and done, is the reduction of extreme poverty.
Alhaji Ahmed Omar, a member board of trustees for Technological Advancement Cold Chain West Africa, stated that the summit was inspired by the need to reduce post-harvest losses, which is mainly a resultant factor of poor storage facilities.
At the moment, if you are in the news, you see the federal government is investing a lot in agriculture. And one of the biggest challenges in agriculture is the post-harvest losses. About 40 to 50% of food grown, produced in Nigeria is lost due to poor storage facility. And this is why it becomes very important that we have to have technology that we have to use to support post-harvest as to reduce food losses.
Some of the exhibitors at the first West Africa Cold Chain Summit and Exhibition expressed delight appreciating OTACCWA for putting the summit together. Participants were taken round various booth stands as exhibitors displayed their machineries and spoke about their companies.
Well, we want to expand into all spheres of refrigeration, and the cold chain solutions in Nigeria have been lagging behind a little bit. So we as a company have made the decision to expand into that field as well. Because we have an office in most states in Nigeria, we're ideally placed to be able to do maintenance, repairs, and installations on any cold chain equipment as well.
Is a great platform to network first and foremost within the industry, potential partners, potential suppliers and support as well, and potential customers. So that's great to network. It's also a really good forum to get the word out there. This project started effectively around last year, so we've gained traction. But being in a room with people with common interest, gives you a further push. So this summit definitely does that for us.
This is the first type of exhibition arranged by government, and it's very helpful. Nigerian, our African friends, we do not have a solution here, a cold chain solution in the country. People are bringing stuff from outside and sell it here. But now when we have this solution, when we have this exhibition here, people now learning how to keep material here and store here by buying the materials here and storing it. No need to bring and import and then store it here. And we are into cold chain solutions. We provide equipment for cold chain.
According to engineer Owolabi Matthew Olusegun, representative of Dr. Aminu Babandi, Director, Federal Department of Agriculture, FERMAD, agricultural agencies, quality control agencies, and NAFDAC need to collaborate to uphold and maintain quality of post-harvest produce. He stressed the need to break the communication gap that negatively affects cold chain in Nigeria.
We have so many players. As you can see today, we have fabricators, we have some well-finished product components from outside, we have the markets, we have the producers, we have the transporters, we have several managers. All of us, we need to work together to communicate effectively. How can we do this one? Using social media and bringing press, media houses on board to work with us.
The Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Audu Ogbe, OFR, represented by Dr. Adeyinka Onobolu, the Senior Advisor on Food Security and Nutrition, stated that women spend so much in farming and nothing to gain in return. Thus, this summit is timely.
I think it's timely because we have talked so much about how the things that we produce waste, and also how at the end of the day we women we pay so much for what should not cost as much, because the farmer produces something, half of it is wasted, and he still needs to make his money from whatever is left. And I also think the good news about this is also that we women can start thinking of where we can come in to make our own money out of the whole initiative. Maybe coming together, buying some controlled temperature equipment around the markets where fellow women can keep their wares and then have it as fresh the following day. So they gain and then we gain. And I also think a good thing that I think can come out of this is the recognition of the fact that there is a way that things need to be kept so that we derive the maximum health benefit from it.
First Economic Secretary to the Netherlands Embassy, Ayinde Sule Gondo, says, the organizers of the initiative have done a good job because they brought together all actors of West African cold chain. He rounds up by adding that if efforts made result in the reduction of post-harvest losses, the region will be able to increase the benefits of crops.
We are really happy as the Netherlands to be a partner to this event. This is the first West African Cold Chain Summit. So, as an agricultural exporter, the Netherlands is the second worldwide agricultural exporter of those produces. So we have had a long experience in cold chain management and sustainable agriculture, food systems. So we are now supporting the Nigerian government in its diversification policy. The Nigerian government is mainly diversifying from oil to agriculture, and as we are a leader in our field, in this agricultural field, we want to partner technically and financially with the Nigerian government, but also the Nigerian private sector, the NGOs, the farmers, to better and to succeed in diversification. The organizers have done a very well job, because they were able to bring together all the actors of the West African cold chain. So it is not only limited to Nigeria, but it is also extended to Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana, till Côte d'Ivoire.
The summit, with support from the government of the Netherlands, engaged representatives of the government, international cold chain experts, fresh fruits and vegetables growers, farmers and farmer associations, private sector, cold chain equipment fabricators and engineers, regulatory agencies, research and academia, donor and development partners, ICT engineers, transporters, cold chain logistics and warehousing operators, federal and state ministries of agriculture, plastic crates manufacturers, banks and finance experts, insurance experts and the market and trade associations, with the aim to discuss the significance of cold chain, which is not only critical to the food value chains, but also to healthcare delivery as well.
Our problem is mostly bad roads, and we mitigate against that by doing design and construction that will fit into the Nigerian context. We have lots of foreign companies that come in here and tell us how to do refrigeration. Yes, they know how to make a room cool, but how do you move that cold room from point A to point B is the challenge, because the roads are not good.
The lack of cold chain impacts on both nutritious food supply and our healthcare delivery systems, especially in the storage, transportation, and the distribution of these essential food commodities for improving our overall nutritional status, and pharmaceutical products such as vaccines for healthcare delivery efforts. It is against this backdrop that OTACCWA was established on June 1, 2018.